Whoopsie daisy. Hello and good evening to what might become the final session of Final Fantasy XVI, because I think there is truly not that much left in the game. Last time we finished up with Leviathan, and now that the Rising Tide story is done, there's some final, let me say hunting side quests, which probably are some really tough enemies as well. And after we're done with that, I think that's gonna be it. But since the quests and the hunts are probably gonna take... That's right, you walk away, son. Since the quests and the hunts are probably just gonna take about an hour, I'm gonna see if I cannot fill maybe another hour by doing the icon challenge thingies here, because they're gonna reward me with another item for Clive's chambers. So yeah, but that is basically the plan for today, just wrapping everything up and basically giving us the opportunity to maybe start something else next time.
Where should we lay the bait?
Gavers are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
Could... I don't even quite know what exactly I'm looking...
Territory.
Something was. A curl, maybe.
What exactly I'm looking for.
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
And not just any claws. These belong to a Gavra. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's hope our friend is hungry. Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Gavers are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would take such risks for their people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the moats of water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. And I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming. Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to.
It's just a mini dragon, but don't underestimate that thing.
Don't let it escape.
Okay. That thing wasn't anything special after all, but still this could have gone south if I wasn't careful enough.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more. Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Ymilla before it spoils.
Random potion.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. 1 Geaver tongue, as promised.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, Tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No, no. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you.
For what?
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all. I only ask that you remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Wallis has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Thank you. Truly.
Reflection of Darkness, Arms of Darkness, enhances Odin's iconic feat, Arm of Darkness, increasing Senjutsu's area of effect while allowing for execution of the ability at any time, regardless of recovery status. Cool, does it mean the other quests are probably gonna hold the other iconic feat upgrades as well? That would be cool. There's even another new quest.
It is good to have him back. Have one summon another.
No, it has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Wallius was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators, the baby's parents and a witness. As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me, but being Wallius's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So you want me to serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life, and on to tranquility. which is why I thought of you.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, Clive.
So, if you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Gladly.
I mean, of course it's an honor, but as we all know how the story turns out, I'm not gonna be able to do anything for the poor kid.
Bloody beastmen. They're always up to something or other.
Found her. They're almost at the gate. But they won't be coming any closer.
No, 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 no. Don't knife me.
That should buy Haven some time at least.
Clive, are you all right?
Fine. We've taken care of the immediate threat.
Thank the tides. I was worried I was going to lose you both. Till he took a sudden turn for the worse just after you left.
What? Is he?
No, he's hanging on. I fear the Tombury King may have begun the cursing ritual again. In earnest this time. And I can't imagine their being here as a coincidence. I think it might be happening on this very mountain.
If it is, it won't be for long. Get back to Talor. I'm going up.
My thanks. I shall pray for both of you.
Okay.
More of them. Come on then. I crave an audience with your king.
And that's exactly why I don't have time for the small fries.
Another group. They don't look very regal. Time to fight. Still no sign of the king. Could Fannin have been wrong?
Wowzers.
There's dozens of them. The king must be close. But we'll have to take care of his followers first. Looks like that's the last of them. Out here, anyway. But beastmen do like dark places.
That's gonna be a fun one, I can feel it.
Well, I'll be damned.
No rank?
It even has a crown. Sorry, Your Majesty, but your reign ends here. Nice try. Too slow.
A little bit too late. And just gonna see what happens if I keep my distance. Jeez, there's so many. Okay, the limit break kept me alive. How did I survive that? Phew. I know I shouldn't have tried to show off by not healing, but it kind of made it all the way more exciting. 2-notch tanks. Alright.
It's done. Which means the curse should be broken. Let's see how Talor's doing. I needed that. That's better.
There was also that one moment where he started his combo again, and I totally forgot that I was on Titan. Which could have killed me, but thankfully the first hit...
This is all we have.
The first hit didn't immediately do me in.
Well, if you're sure you need it.
I gotta say, for single target fighting, that set is really extremely satisfying.
Anything else? Very well. Clive! Is it done then?
It is. I was going to ask if there had been any change in Talor's condition, but judging by that smile on your face, I think I already know the answer.
You do? Talor! He's back!
Thank you, my lord. I can never repay you for everything you've done for me. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad the curse is lifted. There is one thing I'd like to know, though. If you don't mind my asking. What made you seek the Tombury's help in the first place?
Oh, that, well, you deserve to know. It was years ago now, back in my trading days. The Sons of Greek arrested me in Oriflamme, chained me up in a lightless cell with a great sword hung over my head, ready to fall if I didn't confess. Though they never said to what. I didn't, of course. So eventually they just let me go. And I never told a soul. Tried to forget it ever happened. But then you came along and the sight of your sword brought it all flooding back. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't hardly breathe, and I thought that if I gave my old chain to the Tomberries, maybe they could take all that pain away. All that anger. But it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen. And the men who tortured you likely fell with it.
If only I'd known, I might have spared everyone a lot of trouble. I'd convinced myself that you were like them, that all outsiders were the same, but you're not. Far from it. Thank you, son. Thank you.
Clive, there's something I need to tell you. After we parted ways on the path to the cloak, I went straight back to Talor and explained to him what you were doing on his behalf. And just like that, his pain began to fade.
What do you mean? Just like that? The Tombury King would have still been alive. I had to contend with dozens of his minions before I found him.
Then perhaps one of them warned him of your coming and he broke off his ritual. Or perhaps knowing that an outsider was fighting for him was what lifted the weight from Talor's heart. I know from experience that many illnesses are not wholly physical, but of the spirit, at least in part.
Was there ever really a curse then? Or was Talor simply suffering from the pain of his memories? And the guilt of what he'd done? For all the difference it makes. I suppose we'll never know.
Maybe not. But this much I do know. It was your strength and your selflessness that healed his heart in the end.
I'll be sure to tell my healer friend when I get home.
I mean, maybe it also was the hatred that he let go of as soon as, we were different from the people who tortured him. And then there was nothing for the Tomberries to feed on, and maybe that's why the curse was lifted. I don't know. Magic, who knows how it truly works, right? But holy moly, I totally forgot to mention that the soul thingy where he teleported, did all his weird combos. I have no idea how I made it out alive there. Or like getting stabbed by all the minions. And the limit break barely keeping me alive. I didn't know that you could actually just survive like that with the limit break, or was it my gear that rescued me? Limit break is automatically triggered, preventing KO. Oh, maybe that's what it means, since maybe a limit break by itself always prevents KO. I thought it would just, like, maybe delete your limit break bar to rescue you once. Okay, which quest was this again? Beyond the grave. I don't wanna... Oh no, Lost in the Woods it is, with the slime thingy.
Should be the path to Witchdrop. Hungry, Toggle.
I forgot to switch my set, but whatever, I guess. Actually, let me check something. Interesting, this only has stagger value of 2, but the damage to the bar is quite good. I could kinda also just change this to Cyclone and this to Upheaval, which would maybe just be a minor DPS loss. But then again, we also have Giga Flare on this set, so... And this would also turn this set into a good all-round set with at least a few multi-target attacks.
Here's our welcoming party.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Looks like that's the last of them. Now, where's the grave?
Alright, that's why we're here. To clear out the path to the witch's grave again.
This must be it.
My lord, thank you for making the path safe again.
Ise. Was that her name?
Yes,
Hardly the most fitting tribute for a dominant, is it? A rough-hewn stone with naught but a given name engraved on it. But my ancestors had only been here a matter of weeks when she passed. Every day was a struggle to survive. They had neither the time nor the energy to devote to a more elaborate memorial. Yet they spared what they could to grant her wish, that even in death she might continue to watch over her home.
She lived down there then? In the ruins?
That's right. They were once the living quarters for those who served up in the temple. When the Northern Thanes sent her here to weave her spell, this was where she and her retinue stayed. There were priests, handmaidens, and a knight sworn to shield her from harm. Of course, they were all gone by the time my ancestors arrived, fled or dead in the Western Wars.
All except Isay, who remained till the end. Alone.
Indeed. At least, that is the story as it's been handed down in Haven. But there is an epilogue to the tale. One known only to Lady Shula and myself. Some years after Isay's passing, you see, my grandmother came here to tend the grave, and found a stranger kneeling before it. A knight, dressed head to toe in plate. She asked of him who he was and whence he had come, but received no answer. The only words he spoke were, "Tell me true, whose grave is this?" So she told him of how her people had met and cared for Isay, and how she had died. His only reaction was to stare up at the air of hours in silence. Then he left, never to be seen again.
You said he was wearing plate. Was it black and gold?
Do you know something of him?
When we went up to the Air of Hours to unravel the spell, we were set upon by a shade in the shape of a knight in full plate. It manifested in front of the Vare, and in its ether, I felt Shiva, the witch.
You think this may have been the same man my great-grandmother met? Isay's knight?
I don't know. Maybe. All I can say for sure is it was intent on protecting her creation.
Or perhaps her spirit? What remained of her ether, preserved in the Vare? Perhaps his spirit too became enraveled in her spell, frozen in an eternal vigil.
Till we ended it.
If the shade you fought was Isay's knight, then ending it was the greatest gift you could have given him. Now he can return to the sea, to be with his lady once more. And if his spirit should ever return here to visit her grave, I shall ask his name, that I might carve it in the stone next to hers.
That they might be together. Once and for all.
Thank you, my lord, for reuniting them.
And it looks like part of the spell is still active, but the surge is gone, I think. Yeah, from the after cutscene, it clearly looked like the surge was gone. But then again, we also kind of only weakened the spell instead of completely erasing it.
Is that the hunter.
It's you. Nasef's savior.
Are you all right? What happened?
I was tracking an ibex when a great spout of water struck me square in the back. Sent me flying all the way across the clearing.
Did you see what made it?
No. All I heard was a noise. An ear-splitting din.
Might this be the culprit? Leave him to us. You've caused enough trouble.
I couldn't see.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Hardly a threat to the village, but you can't blame the boy for being scared.
You made that look a lot easier than it was.
Do you think that was the beast which attacked you?
That thing? Not a chance. Would have heard it coming a league away. And the blast of water that hit me was beyond anything an Archelon can manage.
Oh. A boy from the village sent me in search of a beast that could conjure such things, but...
That's it. That's the noise I heard. Sounded like it came from the ruins.
I'll go. You head back to Haven and see a healer.
Keep your wits about you, all right? You don't want to end up like me.
That also didn't sound like a slime, though.
What do we have here? Found her. Something's been busy. Whatever this creature is, it's out for blood. But it's not having ours. Stay close, Torgal. Where are you?
Oh, one of you. Hellos.
Another fragment of Wale's rage. Should have known. Time to put you to bed too. Nice try.
I'm getting out. this again. That's the membranes.
Fingers crossed that's the last of them. Either way, I should let Eirik know the danger is past. For now, at least.
That almost already felt like fighting a mini Leviathan on foot again.
How many times do we have to tell you? You're not to go out into the woods alone.
But I wasn't alone. You're back.
So? Did you find the fiend that attacked me and young Eirik here?
I did. It won't be troubling you anymore.
Yes. I knew you'd get it.
Only because you warned me of its existence. Not that you should ever have learned of its existence, but all's well that ends well, I suppose.
What was it anyway?
A manifestation of Leviathan's power. When we visited Wallius in the Surge, he was angry and afraid. The Icon summoned these creatures for his protection. Though why one would be wandering the ruins of Riversmeet, I don't know.
Maybe it was looking for his mum. That's where she died, isn't it? The Falls.
The Falls?
Aye. When they took her baby, she threw herself off the top. We go there once a year to pay our respects. The whole village.
Enegi is a part of its master's spirit, but Wallius wouldn't have been aware of what had happened to his mother, would he?
Well, either way, you did us a favor putting that thing to rest. Us and Wallius. Thank you.
Aye. Thanks, mister.
Another Calcom. Okay, I think I have 3 now.
When I grow up, I want to be a mighty warrior like you. I want to train with the sword every day. Inside the village walls, like.
It was supposed to be me catching the beasts of the forest unawares, not the other way around. Just goes to show. You can never let your guard down.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble.
What is it you want?
So for the knife we need another fool's gold. Otherwise we have everything. Oh, we need tons of Illudium. Where can I get it though? Apart from that I have everything
Till next
already.
time, then.
Could I maybe just buy it?
When you've decided what you want, just let me know.
No.
Then I bid you good tide.
Well, let's see, we have still more quests to go on.
It is good to have him back.
I just barely got an achievement that said I cleared 10 quests in this entire area, so I don't think this is gonna be the last one.
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
You?
So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the Dusk Crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walyas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life? That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the, recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous, then.
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you.
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both. All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the phials we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
Good thing I didn't start this quest immediately after, otherwise my party would have been just us 2 again. So this is kind of the furthest. Let's just start with Maiden's March. I mean, I do have Titan there, but I don't know. Did I already have the Bahamut thingy? Yeah, I did. Which ones are still missing? This one we have. The fire ones. Like, if even there is one for the Phoenix. But probably not. I would know what they would enhance for the Phoenix's skill. Maybe the distance? Even further distance? But yeah, I was kind of thinking it's not really of much use to have two defensive iconic feats. So let's just put Ramu here as well.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble. Come on.
Help! What help? Nobody's coming to... Help?
We're here to help. Keep its attention on us.
I'll do more than that.
A little bit too late. Bombs again? It's good that Shula at least was able to distract one of them. But I knew if I attempted to damage them just a little bit, they would have just blown up in the worst moment, same as with that Tonberry fight.
Is anyone hurt?
Oh, Sid! Thank all the clouds in the heavens you came.
You saved us. Again.
Would you two care to explain what you're doing up here?
The chief sent us to fetch incense for the ceremony. So the Witten Hall smells nice. For the little Ben.
You mean to tell me you braved this den of deadly beasts for some tree sap?
You don't have to do everything he says, you know.
Or if you must, at least have the good sense to ask one of our hunters to accompany you.
We're sorry.
It's fine. Just go back to the village before you get yourselves into any more trouble.
Right you are.
Oh, and thanks and that.
Remind me to give my brother a cuff round the ear when we get back. Right then. Let's collect this water, shall we?
I've kind of entirely forgotten what they look like, or if we even saw enough of their faces and hair color for me to recognize them.
The rain that falls on the mountain emerges here, in these springs.
The source of the river. The source of life.
Precisely. Take care not to spill it.
Right. Let's save that for the ceremony.
We can collect the water of the river from here.
All right.
The water of the river represents life. It is constantly moving, constantly changing. And though its course may twist and turn or branch into 1,000 separate streams, it always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Wallius then? When your ancestors froze him, did they remove him from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers. But now he's free to flow again, to live. And you and I shall flow with him, for we are all but drops of water in the great river of life.
I find that thought oddly reassuring.
Go on.
A drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might. Just one more file to go then.
Nearly done.
Yeah, I've been getting so cozy in this place, I've forgotten that basically from the story we still have to fight a god. which obviously already happened. That turtle has an aquamarine. Whatever. Not this time.
Careful.
Straight home now.
This path leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion... Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
I mean, not to be that guy, but that wall would hardly hold back any of these monsters at all, I think.
Water flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning.
Oh, okay, so the search is still there. We just left an even bigger crater in the middle of it. Interesting.
Ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
And it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
Sometimes you just gotta take 5 and let nature work its magic on you. Thankfully there's no fall damage because that probably would have hurt.
The water of the sea. I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them a better life, just as my ancestors denied Walyas his?
No. You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right. And try I shall, to bring all of my people a better tomorrow. Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, he's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on, and give him the very best welcome we can.
Where to next, then?
Back to the village, to find out if my brother has made the necessary preparations, or got his lackeys to do it for him.
Yes, my lord.
Ooh, new stories.
I will continue to support Lady Shula.
However I can. Now that she has Walyas to care for, I expect I shall be even busier than before. It has been generations since last we raised the dominant of Leviathan, and it is a great responsibility for anyone to bear. But Lady Shula will not have to bear it alone. Supporting her means supporting them both. It also means preparing for our re-entry into the outside world. We have not the crystals to sustain the glamour for many more moons. Inevitably, there will be those who resist the idea. Our history gives us ample reason to fear life beyond the wall, and that was before we had Walyas in the Vare.
But change is coming.
Whether we like it or not, troubled waters lie ahead, through which Lady Shula must try to steer a course.
And steer one she shall.
With me to provide a steadying hand on the tiller if ever she should need it.
Long, long ago.
Our people dwelled in peace in the lands blessed by Drake's Horn, down in southern Ash. But Drake's Horn fell, and our ancestors were forced to leave their homeland in search of pastures new.
And so we wandered.
Pulling our worldly goods in battered carts and sleeping beneath the stars. If the tides carried us to unclaimed soil, we tilled it. If not, we traded our meager possessions with the locals.
But never did we settle in any one place.
We became what we had always considered ourselves to be, a river, forever flowing, forever meandering across the land. Yet our river did not always flow freely. In Sunbreak, we found ourselves hunted by the Gregorian clergy, who labored to rid their inchoate empire of each and every heretic who dared to set foot there.
Their cullings came close to staying our river's course.
But despite their claims of victory, we godless barbarians survived, albeit in fewer numbers. And after many more years of wandering, of suffering, we finally found our way here to Mysidia, our new home, our haven.
80 years have come and gone.
Since our people took it into their heads to try and transform that poor child into the heart of a mother crystal, they erected an altar upon Cape Neptune especially for the purpose. They claimed the site was chosen for its religious significance. The way the promontory divided the sea representing the break in our history that the mother crystal would usher in. But if you ask me, its distance from the village and the clear line of sight between it and the air of ours counted just as heavily in its favor.
The plan was simple.
They would feed some manner of grisly offering to Walyas, which they believed could draw out his latent powers, then freeze him in time using with the witch's spell that he might serve as a constant conduit for ether.
Sadly for them.
The first part worked rather too well. Whatever the nature of that evil concoction, it brought forth Leviathan, who raged and roared as only a discomfited infant can. Every soul in the cave was killed in an instant. Mysidia would have been lost to the waves entirely were it not for the second party on the mountain, who wove the witch's spell as fast as the trembling hands would let them. It drove the icon back into Walyas' body, where it has remained, channeling ether through the poor child's semi-primed form ever since.
And yet,
their ill-begotten heart never did create a single shard of crystal, for our ancestors' plan was doomed from the first, whatever they may have told themselves.
I bid you good tide.
We have the holy water. Is everything else in place?
All ready to go. Told you could count on me.
Then let us begin. Famiel, have your men summon everyone to the Witten Hall.
Right you are.
Shula, wait. I don't know the words.
Don't worry. There aren't many of them. We'll have time enough to practice before people arrive.
I wonder if this is truly the last quest, because this would make such an...
My friends, we are gathered here today to welcome this child into our community by the rite of immersion, as has been our custom since the first reign. As tributary, I would normally perform the rite with the child's parents, but Walius's mother and father returned to the sea long ago. So I and my brother Famiel shall serve as his family, while the one who returned him to us shall bear witness in my stead. Clive, if you would step forward.
Like the rain that falls on the mountains tall, are we born.
Like the river that flows through the valleys below, do we live.
Like the boundless sea, where the currents run free, do we die, and to the clouds then rise again.
The circle of water is the circle of life. And today, from the heavens falls rain anew. This child, Walius, now joins our stream, and he shall flow with us, from the mountains to the sea. You played your part to a T, Clive. Thank you. It means a lot to us.
I was honored to be asked. And terrified I'd miss.
Now that you're part of the family, young Walyas, my lad. Uncle Famiel can teach you the ways of the world.
Oh no, he can't.
Eh?
Don't be so hasty. Your brother's knack for self-preservation might serve him well.
Ha! You are never going to let me live that down, are you?
I'm gonna raise Walius as if he were my own. Teach him everything I know about life, our people, and our past. But with all the mother crystals gone, he will grow up in a world without comforts. One where we only have ourselves and each other to rely on.
I'd say your people are better prepared than most to survive in such a world, Shula. To thrive, indeed. Under your guidance.
Only if nature continues to smile on us. If we were to lose her gifts, we'd be left with nothing at all.
Yes. But it needn't come to that. Not if we can stop the spread of the Blight. So long as we can save a single patch of soil, we can plant the seeds for a new world. One where we can all be free.
Perhaps then, we might finally be able to step out from behind our curtain, eh? Till that day comes, I wish you good tide.
Thank you. We should be on our way.
Well, you be careful out there.
Aye, you steer clear of trouble now.
Likewise.
First rand talisman displayed in closed chambers.
To think, we must be the first outsiders to have witnessed that rite in over a century.
Wallius has been waiting for it for nearly as long. He seemed pleased to be finally rejoining the family.
Now all we have to do is save that family. To change our river's course.
Wallius is asleep. Meeting every one of your friends and relatives in the space of a single day is enough to tire anyone out.
But my things! How do I craft the stuff now?
Oh, Alice is a little sweetheart.
What is it you want?
Fool's gold, I'm missing one. And the illudium. But how and where? These two I'm also missing. I have a hunch there's still that thing. Hello everyone, I'm back. Let's see if we have everything. There's one missing. Alright, Son of Silence is silence. Why is there one missing? I'm a completionist.
What is this?
Muthos. You plumbed the very abyss, yet still you hunger. We are impressed.
Is that so?
is ours, and now it is yours. Consider it a gift from us to you, a taste of things to come.
You still think I'm going to be your vessel? I'll take your gift then, Ultima. Just don't expect it back.
No frickin' way. Ultimate power. Clive has granted a portion of Ultima's essence. Tuning with Ultimate not only neutralizes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new divine abilities such as Voice of God, a punishing attack that sends a concentrated beam of light from the heavens to scorch the very earth. Ability details are found on the abilities tab at the main menu. Ultima's Feed, Ascension, allows Clive to levitate from the ground, transforming his normal attack into a sweeping assault capable of striking multiple nearby enemies at once. It also enhances his normal range spell into a 5-fold volley of holy arrows. In addition, pressing A allows Clive to rise up even further into the air, allowing easy access to flying enemies. And only Ultima's abilities are available during. And I thought this game couldn't get even more busted. Proselytize and Dominion. And of course he towers above everyone. Send a river of divine energy cascading before you, dealing damage to all enemies in its path, can be used in midair. This is like an insane better version of Rising Flames. 17 seconds cooldown? Draws launch enemies towards Clive. Recovery time is faster than most abilities, allowing for immediate follow-up strikes. Does not affect limit break gauge though. Increases hits. Okay, I cannot upgrade this yet. Also no limit break affection, no limit break affection, no limit break affection. Am I right to assume that these hits also have no limit break build-up then? Yeah, attacks dealt with while this and do not fill the limit break gauge. Divine combo can be channeled up to 4 times. Attack cannot be blocked. Pressing X immediately following a precision draw will execute Reap. Concentrated magic burst at a target can be executed while in mid-air. Rampant Ruin conjures fires 5 quick bursts of the unexpected spell Ruin. Pressing Y immediately following a precision dodge will execute Ruination. Rampant Ruin into a single powerful beam can be executed while in Purge, Burning Blade, Rampant Ruin, Charged Magic, Lunge. What the actual frick? 100 seconds. Voice of God, rising call forth from the heavens, a ray of pure evil to scorch the land, can be used in midair. What the frick? And that is only 20 seconds! 0 seconds are required to summon the ray. During this time, Clive's movement speed is reduced. Damage can be taken during the summoning. Clive will temporarily launch to the air from summoning the ray, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Positioned precisely, the ray can inflict multiple hits on smaller targets. Ultimate Demise. Draw in all small enemies, then overwhelm them with a single eruption of magic force. Can be used midair. A Dominion. After emitting an ethereal shockwave that spreads in all directions, give rise to 8 magic blades that rush up to pierce the heavens. Yikes.
I will never be
Can I not rise higher than this? I thought I would be able to rise even higher.
You, who ever rail against our gifts, remain all too eager to avail yourself of them. Perhaps you require more time to reflect.
Ah, so this was just the pre-taste, and I actually gotta put in the work to unlock them again. Kairos Gate. Kairos Gate is now accessible from the hideaways already stone. Kairos Gate is challenging endgame battle content in which Clive must delve into the very circles of hell to tackle wave after wave of familiar yet ferocious enemies. For the combat skills to the ultimate attacks in Kairos Gate, restrictions on level, gear, and consumables are applied. Gameplay mode will default to action focused. What? EP and BP. Simply put, Kairos Gate is a journey through 20 circles of existential torment. Upon completing a circle, Clive will earn EP enhancement points, BP boon points, which can be used to purchase permanent and temporary boosts to abilities and attributes. Clearing a circle will also reward Clive with rare items such as accessories, weapons, and crafting materials. While the aforementioned boosts are only active while in Kairos Gate, all item rewards can be taken back to Velisphere. Kairos performance, just as in arcade mode and the Chronolith Trials, performance is tallied during Clive's descent into Kairos Gate, with points being awarded for successfully using a variety of battle techniques such as dealing damage, executing abilities, and evading attacks. Also, each circle has a time limit. A battle performance is only recorded before the timer expires. The amount of EP and BP earned for clearing a circle is determined by that circle's final score, with additional EP bonuses being awarded for beating target times. Between circles, while Kara's Gate places restrictions on level, gear, and consumables, there are no restrictions on iconic ability usage. No restrictions on iconic ability usage? Between circles, you have the opportunity to respec each of Clive's ability sets. It is during these post-circle intervals that Clive can also use EP/BP during the circles to purchase for permanent enhancements and temporary boosts. As mentioned earlier, these boosts will affect a variety of attributes, actions, and more. Their timely application will prove crucial to a successful run. Oh my freaking lord. 20. Why do I feel like this even would make it possible to fit into even more streams? But then again, it's not story or anything, so I'm kinda... But yeah, let me see. Oh no, I still have this. I thought he would have taken it away again. Upgraded actions. Alright. I didn't have the upgrade yet, so I couldn't do the Rampant Ruinra. Oh wait, no, this was Mastery. What does Mastery do? Extends rise duration. Whatever, let's keep it for now. So yeah, while I think it would probably be insanely hilarious to see me suffer in these trials, I think I'm not gonna show it on stream and actually do it. I'm gonna do it in private. I mean, if you want to see the challenges, you could probably do so at a YouTube video and just look someone do a clean run of it, and I don't know. I don't think it would be that exciting to watch that. But then again, Elden Ring is also nothing else than just throwing yourself at the same bosses over and over and over, but kind of with how this playthrough has been, I kind of don't want to end it on a situation like that.
Allow me to educate you. Thus ends today's lesson.
But yeah, probably the stuff we need for crafting that gear is also there. It's been 2 hours now. Kind of thinking if I kind of at least maybe do the regular already stone trials. These shouldn't probably take too long. Let's do that so I can at least show off the chamber item that we're gonna get, since I don't even know what it is myself yet as well.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
Can hardly make out a blooming thing. All for a sunny.
Within this ancient many awaits a harrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes, wielding the blessing but a single icon of the Phoenix. Let's do it. Gotta actually check the skills, because even though I've only been Rising Flames and Scarlet Cyclone, there's 2 other skills which I haven't even used yet. All bonuses? What was I missing? Okay. But then again, you don't really need all bonuses to make it through. Okay, now we have the heat wave. Okay, didn't know that move. Maybe I should have saved up on that skill. I don't fully remember these Guys, combos! Okay. This is such a pathetic display. I was getting hit left and right, and I kind of started to not at all care because... Yeah, the double shift thingies I always forget about. Because they're so heavily under leveled that they hardly do any damage to me. Even though at one point it did start to hurt a little. Okay, now we probably have the Flames of Rebirth, yes. And Heatwave. Oh no, not you two. I totally forgot that the epic battle music plays here at the final stage. Right, it's not the final stage. Stage 4 is the final one. Flames of Rebirth and Rising Flames.
Nice try.
Give me back the other music, I like that one more. Favor 5 flames of rebirth. Flames of rebirth damage by 8%. Yeah, the items you get here, at least in my opinions, aren't that spectacular. No idea why you should stay, unless there's more, which I don't know. But no, it's completely done. I mean, there is more difficult ones back at the hideaway, but yeah. After you're done with them, they basically get checked off and... Okay, which one next? Maybe let's have a little Leviathan fun. Even though this one doesn't count to getting the chamber item. But since I kind of said I'm gonna do every single one now, why not do this one as well? But yeah, even for these battles, I think they're not that exciting to watch because it's just, yeah, fighting, fighting, fighting. He was in the middle of doing a startup attack. Moving along. Crosswell and the tear. Ah, right, that was that. Okay, that is also quite broken. At least feels a little bit like it. Now we have the terror and tsunami. No, 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 no! Goodbye. I didn't get to listen to the beautiful music at all. And now it's gonna be the other one again. This is gonna be interesting. Well, come on then, big boy. No! I messed up! I wanted to get the damage bonus as high as possible for triggering the tsunami, but I always forget that the button to cancel the, let me call it matrix mode, is A instead of B. Okay, this was rather short-lived. It's actually... I thought I wouldn't enjoy doing these trials, but they're actually rather fun, just for the fact that there has still been iconic skills which I didn't even touch or think to use because the cooldown or their gimmick just wasn't
And now might I help the garrison?
what I cared about at that point. And it's really nice to have some like trial battles, especially with the fire shield for blocking magic, where you can truly see it shine.
Those things didn't fight like men.
The Duke has pledged to work with the people of Northreach to rebuild the Empire.
So we have Garuda, Titan, Bahamut, Ramu. There's still so many.
Thanks, girl.
Okay, there's Bahamut. Kinda expected Garuda to be here because Bahamut was more to the south. Or like the place where we acquired Bahamut. So Satellite and Flare Breath. Okay. I don't know. Bahamut's skills are not really vibing with me too much, unfortunately, even though Bahamut is one of my favorite icons. Especially also with Flare Breath, that you're just so vulnerable for so long. I kinda like the short and sweet skills where the animation doesn't take too long. Satellites and Impulse. I got an achievement during that battle that was called 100 MFPS in the sense of 100 mega flare per second. I don't know whether to cringe or to laugh. But yeah. Okay, this was actually a funny round, and I could see how fighting like that could actually be fun. Now we have the Giga Flare and the Impulse. The impulse didn't hit. Lol. Get deleted, brothers. Sheesh. Alright. Another wasted opportunity to enjoy this awesome banger of a track. Haven't seen you in a while. Flare breath? Oh, come on. Didn't even use the Giga Flare. I guess this could be another purpose of which Mega Flare could... No, the Flare Breath could be... used for... If you got a staggered enemies, like... It could be just the same as with Gouge. Since Gouge also leaves you quite vulnerable if you just use it on larger enemy groups, but if you use it on a knocked enemy, you can actually make pretty good use of it to get up the stagger bar, so... I could maybe trade it for Gouge, but then again... I don't know how long the animation just is. It feels just way too long. I mean, I can also cancel it whenever I want, but... yeah, it kinda doesn't really has that wow effect. I mean, the hits do also come in pretty fast, and... the thing was up here. There's one here. Wait, would that already be it then? Is there none for Garuda? But it seems like it. Also, as per usual, feel free to call me an idiot for just now realizing that Flare Breath basically maybe is just another Gouge where you just don't have to mash your X button as much. I guess we'll figure out when I do this trial and we get the thingy for our chambers, if there truly is no trial for Garuda.
Good girl.
But yeah, I didn't really see one. At least I can now ride through here. That wasn't possible before. Because this place was kind of still considered a settlement or something along these lines. But then again, right, there wasn't even an Odin trial then, I think. Because the one that was over here was Shiva, if I remember correctly. Well...
time to fight.
no use thinking too hard about it. Please leave me alone, Chocobos. I guess maybe even the developers realized if they would make a trial like that for every single icon, maybe it would have been too much. But then again, they did the effort of putting another one for Leviathan, so what do I know? Upheaval and Raging Fists. Alright, Raging Fists was where you had to do a block for it to increase in power. Okay, so you can also block magic like that. It's good to know. I tried to block. totally forgot that during the big swing I shouldn't retaliate because he's still gonna continue swinging even if I do initiate the parry. Wind up and upheaval. I tried to block, let me promise. I didn't try to block that. I'm getting so many achievements here, it's insane. Next one. It's a little bit unfortunate that they decided to unlock these. I don't know, I think they all fully unlocked when I did the Shiva trial, but at that point I almost didn't really care for them at all anymore. So now I'm kind of doing them while totally being over-leveled. I was busy. Oh, we already died by the parry. Finally, I get to enjoy the music a little bit. Such a good track. Would be kind of more fitting for the last stage, in my opinion. Because you ever so rarely only do hear it in the story, but this music you hear all. Oh my god, the bane of my existence. I have such troubles fighting these, and I've practiced them. So let's see if he's gonna bully me. The Raging Fists and the Fury. You will bully me no longer, sir. Revenge! Okay, that skill's probably not too good for... I should have done it the other way around. He clipped me. I was almost so proud of coming out of that battle almost unscathed. But then he clipped me by... because I cancelled the parry and tried to dodge in his direction, then the sword clipped me. Alright, let's see if this was the last one, or maybe 2 more. I'm gonna pop out somewhere. Okay, yeah, nothing happened yet. Could it be that I just haven't found the other ones yet? I know that I had to approach them quite closely for discovery. So maybe I just didn't find the ones I'm missing yet. Because otherwise I should have probably gotten the item for Clive's Chambers. And I think there just has to be trials for every single one, because why would they add the Leviathan then? First Strain Talisman, the Haven Signboard, yeah, we still don't have the thing. New Hope. Clive, I pen you this note from the Witten Hall beneath the tapestry whose images for so long haunted my dreams. Outside, the air rings with Mander's soothing coos, the clangor of Pavard's hammer, and the rumble of his curses, and the whisper of the winds through the Elder's blessings. In short, almost everything is as it was before you came here. There's just one difference. The bundle that lies babbling happily beside me. One tiny difference, yet one that has changed everything. When my ancestors committed their greatest sin, it was not only Valius who was frozen in time. For 80 years, we motes of water have been bound by the spell they cast that day, unable to right their wrongs, unable to move forward. But now, like Valius, we are released. We can live again, on our own terms, where every life is equal and all equally cherished. You brought us this gift, and I have every belief that you will bring it to the world. Believe in yourself, as we believe in you. Signed, Shula. Okay, frick. I'm gonna have to Google it, which means I'm gonna have to tap out of the game, which means all my windows are gonna jump all over the place. Because I don't want to leave it on that note. Final Fantasy 16. I cannot type. I cannot see it in my keyboard. Icon trial locations. Right, the Thunder trial. No, 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 don't you dare. That was an ad that was almost about to play sound. So Phoenix is there. How did I miss 3? I'm gonna have to play in window mode now. But it's whatever. So Garuda supposedly either down there or up here. Hopefully I might just be able to jump down if it's down. No time, I'm on an important mission. It's probably gonna be down, isn't it? Fudge nuggets. Yeah, lower section. I should have read the thingy.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Straight home now.
This is so awkward. I never found these. Okay, Wicked Wheel and Gouge.
Nice try.
I can just pogo off on enemies like that. The question is, does that do more damage than just spamming the regular combo? Who knows? Garuda's Trial I was kind of looking forward to the least because I don't think there's, apart from her final special, any ability that really has good grouping or multi-target hits.
Nice try.
Friggin' bees, man! A little bit too late, could have saved my final bar there. The aerial blast, that was already the special. And the gambit again, okay. I can hardly see anything. Maybe I should have saved my skill. Okay, I have no idea how that didn't count as dodging the big squid. Moving along though. I don't even see what's going on. I guess if I really want to try, I'd have to just give it one actual shot and see if Flare Breath might be just as good, if not even better, than Gouge. I guess I could do that when I do the hard trials. Okay, back to Dr. Google. So just Ramu and Odin left, I think. Sunbreak. Over there, I didn't check. If I go here, can I go to the other side, or is that just gonna bring me to the world map? Probably just to the world map. Though it would be kinda nice if... Wait, on the map thingy that I'm looking at here, there's apparently another teleport node here that I also didn't grab. Fantastic. Though, let's see if we can use Ambrosia and Lost Wing as well, since the place is a battleground. No. We cannot. Walking it is then. There actually is another one. How did I mean, wasn't the quest thingy here last time? Where we had to cheer Blackthorn up and fought the... you know... But I guess sometimes you're just simply blind. And then apparently all the way up here. Yeah, this is bound to be interesting. I wonder if they're gonna put the lizard here where you can easily use blind justice and get insanely fast targeting on him. Will it come down? Ramu was such an amazing skill to get at the midway, or I don't know if you would really call it the midway point of the game, but it was such a refreshing ability to get at that point because with Garuda being mostly single target, it felt so amazing just getting blind justice and being able to really like feel able to hit multiple enemies with such a convenient skill that would also like stagger them. Okay, the lightning rod. Never used that before actually. Did he almost just kind of kill himself by that? I had no idea that... Athena Rain, welcome to the stream. I had no idea you could actually use this thing as a shield like that as well. Yeah, sorry, it happens during the battles. So let's see, what do we have here? Again, the lightning rod and the judgment bolt. Okay, this was heavy single target damage. I'm doing quite good, thank you very much. I hope you're doing well too. You're very welcome. With Limit Break, there's a Christmas... Yes, it's my Christmas tree! There is Christmas spirit with the stream. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I didn't do a recording of how I put it up, since I should replace it? Ah, okay, so move it closer to me, you probably mean. Yeah, I wonder though, I would have to move it before and after every single stream. Then again, I also think it's quite bright, so I don't think the ornaments would be clearly visible. I mean, I'd gladly be the streamer that puts up that dedication and moves the tree back and forth in between every stream, but yeah. I think maybe it might be too bright and then the lighting might be too much. I'm from Germany. Okay, we have Thunderstorm and Judgment Bolt. I decorated it myself with my brother when he visited for our vacation last week. Thank you so much. That is always one of the biggest compliments that I can hear, that my accent is actually almost non-existent. Thank you. The missus of the family were also proud with us. And thank you so much for the follow. Don't walk into the tornado. It's kind of always funny to me when people... Thank you. It's kind of always funny to me when I think about the regular Germany English accent, and usually you would just immediately recognize it, but I don't know how I lost it. Okay, there's one more trial we have to do, which is the trial of Odin. And it's supposed to be all the way over there. New generation of Germany speaks English so well. I think that's true. With how much more connected everything is, and so many more young people consuming so much social media, which is mostly English as well. I think the interest to actually learn it better, and yeah, just the consumption rate at which the regular German person like takes more English in is so much bigger than what I grew up with, I think. I think the only reason why it happened for me was there was this huge shift in games when the PS3 came out, where, let me say, many games decided to make away with doing German translations, and they would just publish in English only, so I was basically forced to just work on my English. And then when the whole streaming scene started to grow and everything, and Let's Plays became a thing, I started watching and learning even more English by that, and yeah, basically... You know some words of German, which ones? Please tell me it's not only swears. Unless you want me to teach you a few more. Even though I try to keep my stream swear-free. Okay, apparently it's all the way in here somewhere. It sounds like a game like since kiddo. I've been What the heck was that? I've been actually gaming my entire life, probably. So much so that I might not even remember myself, because... Yeah, thanks for that. And then he leaves! Look at him! Because PS3... Yeah, right. There are even days of my gaming career which I don't even remember, because there's that hilarious funny story in my family where basically our father cut off the cables of our... Oh, danke bitte Apfel, Banane. These are actually quite good to know already. Ja, nein, danke, bitte are already pretty good to know. But yeah, the story. Right. There's actually a hilarious story in our family where our mother was also pretty much a gamer, where when she was raising us since we were babies, she also used to game. Mostly use Moin every German stream. Should I do that to try and attract viewers? Start my streams with Moin Moin everyone. But yeah, where our mother was also quite the gamer, so much so that she played so much on the SNES that basically our father at one point cut the cables to make her stop. And yeah, I don't remember us ever having a SNES, but what I do remember is that we had a PS1 where basically most of my very first games and fond memories came with it. Okay, Heaven's Cloud and Gungyr. I practiced a little bit with Odin because I wanted to see what the Tsunetsuken spam on the web was all about. And it's so crazy to just know how much retro consoles truly have become rarities and expensive. Thinking that I actually kind of grew up with that stuff. Thank you. I didn't quite make them myself. There were some free... I totally forgot how to do the thing. There were some free designs. I really tried. So thank you for recognizing that effort. Okay, now you all should die as well. We didn't use more customized stuff. Oh, like, right on the stream, like an overlay or something like that? Kind of basic like the plans you already have. I've been thinking of actually using an overlay, but there's some very cool streamers I follow where they also kind of kept their on-stream profile picture, banner, cam border. Yeah. A cam border, I actually had a very basic red one before I had to switch it out because I'm using a Logitech Stream Cam, and there is that Logitech program which allows me to like tweak various settings, and I could also just like at least have a basic red border so it wouldn't just look as weird as it does look now. But I could try to actually find something like that. Well, not a basic red one, but yeah. But apart from that, I don't want to clutter up the stream, especially since a few of my favorite bigger streamers also don't really use too much stuff. But yeah, the only thing that I miss a little bit is my cam border, because I think it's really weird on the eye not having one. This was the Rift Slip and Heaven's Cloud. Yeah, the VTubing scene just exploded. But it's also insane hearing just how much money they had to fork over for stuff like that. Ouch. Yeah, I'm also quite a big fan of the VTubing scene and have some favorite VTubers as well. I probably do have the time, like I could... Hold on, let me just cast off the skill. I probably do have the time, but I just don't think it's gonna help me with where I currently am. I don't think a better design would get me like more ahead. If that's maybe like a weird thing to say. Like, I've got so many people who try to sell me graphic designs. And I always think, I mean, it's cool if I would have better graphic design, if that's what maybe some people would like. But then again, some scammers and bots have ruined the image of legitimate artists. Yeah, that probably as well. I know many people are also fed up with... There's so many bots and other... Like, what do I know, maybe wannabe artists that have also come into my stream asking me to sell me stuff. And even now with AI, it's probably gotten even worse, because there's people probably just crafting AI overlays and everything like that, trying to sell you that stuff at an overpriced price. Like, it's been terrible. Dancing Steel and the Rift Slip. But yeah, I've gotten so many people coming into my stream. Why don't you use more art? It's gonna attract more viewers. While that may be true, I don't exactly think that's quite what would push my stream ahead. Like, the thing that I should work probably on is my marketing, which is getting around to publishing more clips and everything. And maybe, just maybe, if I see if the stream headed in a direction where I could truly make it something like my job, and then I would kind of think about coming up with a logo and everything to make people recognize me more. Because you could have the most fancy design ever on a stream. If no one wants to watch you afterwards because of your personality, or because you're just simply boring or something like that. And probably, in my opinion, I'm also a little bit more of a boring streamer. I don't... He cancelled my skill. Hang on, I gotta focus a little bit. I could even Rift Slip that? But yeah, you could even be the most boring person ever, and then people are not gonna watch you, even no matter how fancy your design and everything is. Please tell me you're not gonna try to sell me anything. Because then this whole discussion would have been pointless if you tried to do that. Okay, one more stage and then it's over. Personality is cool. I don't think if anyone joins the stream and watch it for an hour, so no way to unfollow you. Your talkative personality is cool. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best so hard, even though I know there's so many other people who are just trying to grow their small community or getting anywhere with their streaming business. Like, it's a struggle for everyone out there, and I think no one deserves to be bothered, especially not by bots or any other kind of negativity. Like, sometimes you talk so long to people, and sometimes you try to, or you're talking so long to people, and then they hit you with the, yo, can I add you on Discord and show you my graphic designs and everything? And then you're just like, okay, but couldn't you have just said so in the first place, and I could have just said no immediately instead of you trying to, like, gauge my interests and trying to make a sales pitch? I don't know about the whole script-based shit, buddy, I know very well. I mean, whatever it is you want to show me, you can probably contact me on Twitter then. Okay, so that's probably the gimmick of this attack. Mostly use inserts compared to Twitter. If it's okay. If I do still have my Instagram link, feel free to contact me there as well. I'm just gonna face tank this attack now. Get out, get out, get out. This patch not found. Okay, that also means I'm gonna have to check my links again. Fantastic. Hang on, let me just link it in chat then. Or maybe even check myself instead. What the heck? That's my account name. I'm legit checking my Twitter on my Instagram on my phone now, because I can't believe why does it say page not found. I didn't change my username. It's still the same. I guess you can try and see if you find me by my username, which should be shown on the link. I don't know why it's not opening on the website. Do I have to be logged in for that, maybe? Because I'm not logged in on PC. The Will of Darkness increases dancing steel will damage by 20. I can also search for your name, that's also right. There's the thing that I was waiting for. And now my phone is... now my phone is not loading. Come on. Oh, there we go. Why is my phone web so slow now? Flippin' Insta, I swear. Okay, we should also have... Yeah, there's a new Final Chronolith Trials. But that's also not something that I'm gonna do on stream. Meta is down. That is just fantastic. But yeah, I'm gonna also hang on. That's my Insta username. So maybe if you have more luck and it's working for you. Because for me nothing is loading, unfortunately. Okay. So that was the last missing item. The Circle of Malleus. Oh, is that Muriel? Yep, that's me. I mean, if you have the right account, you should see at least a few of my stream clips, which also have my Twitch username. Gonna go outside, but I'll be back in an hour. It's okay, but I'll probably not be here for another hour because it's been 3.5 hours and I'm mostly done with what was planned for today's stream. But yeah, whatever you want to say later on, you can write me on Twitter or Insta, and yeah, we'll see from there. Anyways, now back to the usual. It's been a very enjoyable stream. Thank you for the new follow again. And yeah, with that, I think Final Fantasy 16 is gonna be done there are the Ultimate Trials, which are very, very interesting, but I think I'm gonna do them in private because, like I said, while it would be funny to do them on stream and see me probably suffer 1,000 times over failing at them, I don't want to, like, turn Final Fantasy 16 into another Elden Ring experience after the base game hasn't been that difficult. So I think I'm gonna save that Elden Ring experience for myself. And nice to meet you too. I will do that, promise. And yeah, as for what is next for the stream, we have 2 RPGs probably coming up, either Super Mario RPG or Mario and Luigi Brothership. I haven't decided yet which to do first. Maybe I'll take another day break, give it a think over, and then, yeah, as per usual, I'm gonna announce on Twitter what we're gonna be doing and everything. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. And I hope you all have an enjoyable rest of your day, and until next time.